This is making a punch card. This is a lace punch card. This is number 17 from the Toyota punch cards, original set, which I don't have anymore. So I made a copy of it. I found it online, printed it off, and then to make it easy for myself, I made grids on it. That way, when I transfer it over to my punch card, it'll be a lot easier. So I just, for each line, each row, cross, and each stitch across. Now, this is a Toyota punch card, which has 7 from the very bottom up to number 1. This is a brother punch card, which starts from 1, goes down 5. So to keep my row count right, since I want 7 before 1, and this only has 5, I'm going to start 2 rows below down here. I could start here, but then my whole count would be off. So I'm going to count 2 rows here, and that's going to be the first row here. So by the time I get to line 1, it will be on line 1. Next, what I'm going to do is just transfer each little dot over here in pencil so I can erase it when I mess up, which I will. And then once I have my pattern transferred over here and I make sure it's good, then I'm going to punch it out. So first we're going to just transfer it over. Okay, first of all, what I did was just X out all these, because this is right here where it's going to join up at the top, and you're going to have them all blank because that's the way it's supposed to be. I didn't know. Okay, so we're going to start here, which I've determined is 2 rows back from the actual grid, and you're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. There's your first mark. So you just mark it anyway, and then you skip 1, go over. Okay, next row, I'm going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that where it was? Yeah, here. And then skip 1 over. Now, this row, we've got those 2 rows. This row is up 2 rows from this one, so up 2 rows, over 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and then over 1. And then you just keep going row by row, transferring your pattern on. And I'll see you when I have my pattern on. Now that I've taken my pattern here and I've transferred over to my punch card, I'm going to take my handy dandy puncher and punch it out. Now first I'm going to cut the card. That's right, I've got to cut it. So I just have that one card. Okay, let's cut the card and start. Okay, I've already punched the bottom row and the top row. These are going to be an overlap row, so we want them clear, no pattern there. So I'm going to start here. Now, this is my handy dandy puncher, and actually it's this way. This is what's going to collect it. Each of these, you notice, have little holes in them. If it's not center, it may not work. So you want them centered, which is why you have this handy dandy puncher. Line this little tiny thing up in there, if you could get a view of that, close-up view. Zoom works also. And that little middle thing, you want to line it up so it lines up at the hole. You'll feel it go in there. Once it's in there, touch. You're dead center. Go to the next one. Just kind of squeeze it lightly. Move it until you feel it go in. Punch. This will go up this side, and then turn around. And then go up that side. It'll go all the way across to the 12, which is half of it, and you just go, you grab each one as you go. Now, if you make a mistake, which if you're human, you will eventually make a mistake, and you punch out the wrong one, you can start over again, or you can fix it. The way you fix it is, I have one here. You take this right here. This is one that's been punched out. You'll have a whole bunch of them because they're in here now. You take it, you attach it to some Scotch tape, you put Scotch tape on it. You put the Scotch tape on top of it. So you cover the whole thing with Scotch tape. You flip it on the other side. You put Scotch tape on that side. You've repaired it now. Then you just keep going. Okay, I'm going to punch this card out, and then I'll be back. Okay, I punched out my pattern, and it seems to be, let me put this behind it, get a little color. It seems to be about the same pattern. I'm hoping it is. Okay, and now I punched out like this, very end. These are going to be the overlapping, and they're empty so they don't interfere with your pattern. But since I punched my own, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, from this, cut off all this, because if you don't, it will mess up your pattern. So I'm going to cut the row below it, cut them all off. And same on the other side. And just cut that row off. Now when you fold it up in your machine, you'll fold it up so it lines up. Everything lines up. You start your pattern, and there your pattern's connecting. And there you go. And I'll be using this later on to make some lace.